Good day, viewers. You are welcome to Gala Science Academy. So, our today's topic in mathematics will be trigonometry. So, if you look at trigonometry, it's a branch of, let me say, is a topic in mathematics. As the name implies here, we have tree. The word tree from the word, let me say, try, means what? Three. And metry or godo what? Metry deal with what? Shape. Or we can also call it what? And what? Angle. So if we now combine the syntax together, is a deal with what? The triangle or three shape. So trigonometry is a branch of mathematics that deal with what? The study of angle in different perspective. That is what trigonometry. Trig is a branch of what? Of mathematics, once again, that deal with what? The study of angle, particularly three what? Angle in different what? Perspective. That is what? Trigonometry, which is what? Is include what we call what? Trig identity. Is include what? Trig what? Trigonometry, metry, idea what? Identity. Let me write it here. Let me write it here. It include what? One, trigonometry identity. Two, we have what we call what? Complementary angle. Number three, we have trigonometry equation. Metry what? Equation. Four, we have special angle ratio. Four, we have trig ratio of general what? Trig ratio of general angle from 0 to what? To 360. So after that, we have what we call trigonometry graph. After that, we have compound angle. Under this compound angle, we have addition and subtraction formula. A compound angle, we have what? Multiple angle. Under this multiple angle, we have what we call what? Double angle. We have what we call triple what? Angle. We have what we call what? Half what? Angle. After that, we have what we call what? Products. Angle. Or product formula. product what? Formula or product what? Angle. So those are the what subtopic we are going to treat under what? Trig what? What? Identity. So let us start from the what? Trigonometry ratio what? Identity. Yeah? Trig what? Trigonometry what? Ratio identity. On this trig ratio identity, here, if you could still remember, in our Cartesian graph in mathematics, we are all know that if we want to plot graph always have two axes. The vertical axis here is y, the horizontal axis here is x, abi? And this y-axis and s-axis divided into two parts. The upper part of the y-axis here is positive axis. This side will be what? Negative axis of y, negative axis of what? Of x, positive axis of what? Of x. This is what? Origin. So let us apply the what? The coordinates here too. So if we apply the coordinate here, we have the graph in this form. Like this. This is what? X what? X axis. And this side is what we call what? Another what? X what? Axis. This place is what? Is Y what? Axis. This side is also what? Y what? Axis. But this place is what? Is negative what? Y. Here we have positive what? X. Here we have negative what? X. This one is what? Positive what? Y. So if now try to measure an angle from here to this side, like this, we measure an angle like this, and this angle here, let's call it what? Angle what? Theta. Draw a what? Permit me to draw a broken line that is parallel to what? To y what? Axis. And this side will be what? Angle 90. So this place will be what? Positive what? Is y axis. Call it what? Y axis. And this side is what? X what? Axis. So the third side here, let us call it what? Z. So let us apply the what we call what? The trig ratio to know the actual value for x and the actual value for y and the actual value for what? For z. Okay, in answer what? By or from trig ratio, the trig ratio is generally known as what? Show what? Ka Twa. This is the formula that we use to what? To memorize the trig what? Ratio. We call it what? Show Ka Twa. So if we start from here, so for what? For show, SOH. See, this X here, look at what? Here, we have Y and X, abi. The opposite side, the side where what? The angle in triangle here face, we call it what? Upper what? Opposite. The second side where the what? The angle rests on, we call it what? Adjacent. And the longest side of the triangle, we call it what? Hypotenuse. So this X you have there, it stands for what? Sine. This C stands for what? Cos. T stands for what? Tan. So if you now say what? For sure, yeah, Abi. So our X is equal to the what? Sine theta. All here is what? Stand for opposite. This H stand for what? Hypotenuse. Yeah. So look at what the yes, look at what the triangle here. Now, what would be my what? Sine theta. Be my sine theta. Theta is opposite over what? Hypotenuse. Abi, the opposite of the triangle here is what? Is y. And what is what? Hypotenuse. Hypotenuse is what? Is z. Z, Abi. So from this expression now, let us make y equal to the formula because we are looking for y. You now have y should be equal to the what? Z sine what? Sine theta. So let us call this what? Equation what? Equation 1. Call it what? Equation what? Equation 1. Yeah. Let us look at what? Car. For what? For car. So the car we have there, C stand for what? Cos theta and what? Adjacent over what? Hypotenuse. What is adjacent from the triangle? Is x. You now have what? Cos theta should be equal to the what? X over what? Hypotenuse, z. By cross multiply, what do we have? We have x should be equal to the what? Z cos what? Cos theta. So we divide our what? Our y as what? Z sine theta. Our x as what? Z cos what? Cos theta. We can also call this one what? Equation what? Equation 2. So what's the next thing now? We are looking for what? For toi. So the toi here is what? Tan theta is equal to what? Opposite over adjacent. So tan theta is what is opposite is y. What is adjacent is x. Now check these first two equations. The equation 1 divide y for us as was z sine theta. Equation 2 divide was x for us as was z cos what? Cos theta. And then we have y and what? And x here. You now say what? Substitute for y and x from equation 1 and what? And equation 2. So it's only one and x here. What do we have next? What do we have next? We have tan theta should be y is what? Z sine theta over out of x. X is what? Z cos theta. This is cancel seed. You now have tan theta should be equal to the what? Sine theta over what? Over cos theta. So we arrive to the what? Our tan theta is what? Sine theta over what? Over cos theta. So that will be the what? Equation what? Equation 3. So as from today, whenever you have what? Sine over cos, we always give us what? tan. Sine over cos will always give us what? Tan theta. So the next thing we need now to what? Is what we call reciprocal of trigonometry. Reciprocal. Reciprocal of what? Of trig what? Identity. So let's look at the what? The reciprocal of what? Of trig identity. If I said reciprocal of A, it should be 1 over what? 1 over A. I said reciprocal of what? Of P is 1 over what? 1 over P. Reciprocal of what? Of G is 1 over what? G. Written as what? As inverse. So, and let us look at the what? The reciprocal of trig. The first one, the reciprocal of sine theta. The reciprocal of what? Of sine theta is what? 1 over what? Sine what? Sine theta. And it's always give us what? Cosec theta. Reciprocal of sine theta is always give us what? Cosec what? Theta. Let's call it what? Equation 4. So if we have what? Reciprocal of cos theta is always give us what? Sec theta. 1 over cos is what? Secant. And the secant, we can also call it what? Sec. This is what? Equation 5. And if we have what? Reciprocal of tan, it is 1 over what? Over tan theta. We give out what? Cot theta. Reciprocal of tan theta is what? Cot what? Cot theta. Call it what? Equation 6. Call it what? Equation what? Equation 6. We can observe that here that what? Whenever we are find what? Reciprocal of sine theta is always cosec theta. That the 1 over sine theta is what? Cosecant, which is cosec theta. 1 over cos theta is called what? Secant, which is known as what? Sec what? Sec theta. 1 over tan theta, it will give out what? Cot what? Cot theta. And do you remember that we only remember that what? Recall that from equation what? 3, that tan what? Tan theta is what? Sine theta over what? Cos theta. Abi? So if we now put what? Here, we have what? 1 over what? Sine theta over what? Cos theta is what? Is cot theta. So if we change the word, this inverse, it will now give us what? Cos theta over what? Sine theta give us what? Cot theta. So this is also what? Equation what? Equation 7. Hello? I substituted for what? Tan theta here. By putting what? Sine over cos to replace what? Sine theta. Tan theta. We have sine theta over cos theta. You have cot. This reciprocal will change, we move what? This denominator to what? Up. The cos will come up, sine will come down. So whenever you are having what? Cos theta over sin theta is always what? Cot what? Cot theta. Good. So we have known the value for x, for y. X is what? Defined as what? As z cos theta. Y defined as what? Z sin theta. Abi? And to know the z there, we arrive to the what? Tan theta equal to the what? Sine over cos. Abi? And then we take the reciprocal of what? Of sine cos tan here to get all this. Then later, we insert sine over cos to tan here. It will give us what? Cos theta over sine theta, which is what? Cot theta. Good. So the next thing now is what? Now this is a right angle what? Triangle. And if you want to solve a right angle triangle in mathematics, two things are involved there. Here we use what? We use trig ratio, or we use what? Pythagoras what? Pythagoras theorem. So here now, we want to apply, we have used what? The trig ratio to know the x and y. So let us use what? Pythagoras what? Theorem now. Let's say what? By or from what? Pythagoras. Theorem. The Pythagoras theorem states that hypotenuse square is the equal to the sum of what? Opposite square plus adjacent what? Square. State that I what? Hypotenuse square plus what? Opposite square plus adjacent square. What is my hypotenuse here? We have z. What is my opposite here? We have y. What is my adjacent here? I have what? X. I get this from Pythagoras what? Theorem. So next thing is what? Let us know that we know the real value for x as this. We know the actual value for what? For y as what? As this. But we don't know the value for what? For z. So as a result of that, let us eliminate the z by what? Divide both sides by z. By doing that, we have z over what? Z square. We have z square over what? Z square equal to the what? Y square over what? Z square plus x over what? Z square. So by dividing this, we have what? This cancel this. We have 1 equal to what? Y over what? Over z, everything square, plus x over what? Z, everything what? Square. So you can now say what? We call from the equation 1. From what? Yes, from what? That's what? From sine theta equal to the what? Y over what? Over z. And cos what? Cos theta equal to the what? X over what? Over z. Here, sine theta equal to the what? Y over z. Cos is also what? Cos is what? X over z. Abi? So from here now, y over z is what? Is sine theta. So whenever you have what? Y over z is what? Is sine theta. Here we have what? X over z equal to the what? Cos theta. So you now put it here. We have 1 should be equal to the what? Sine. Y over z is what? Is sine from here. Put it here. This square will come here. Sine theta plus x over z here. X over z is what? Cos theta. We now have a plus cos. We have square. Put the square here. Square theta. Therefore, we will now have sine square theta plus cos squared theta equal to what? Equal to 1. So we stop at equation 7 here. We call it what? Equation 8. So whenever you are solving for trig, and then we have what? Sin squared theta plus cos squared theta is always equal to what? Equal to 1. We apply this in a complex number, which is our next topic. We apply this, all this trig identity in a differential what? Calculus and integral what? Calculus. In fact, we also apply this trig in what? In a frictional force. In frictional what? Frictional force in physics. So we cannot escape what? Trig. So from here now, equation 8, we can make the sin squared theta as a formula. If we make it as a formula, what do we have? It as a formula. What do we have? We have what? Sin squared theta equal to the what? 1 minus cos squared theta. This cos will come out. When it come out, it will become what? This is what? Equation what? Equation 9. We can also make what? The cos under the formula here. Make the formula, what do we have? We have cos squared theta is equal to the what? 1 minus sin squared theta. This is also what? Another identity. So to give us what? Equation what? Equation 10. Cos squared theta. So the what? 1 minus what? Sin squared what? Theta. Good. The next one is, can say what? From equation 8. What do we have in equation 8? Sin squared theta plus cos what? Squared theta equal to 1. We agree this. This is a proof now. Equal to the what? 1. Good. What we now do next now? So what? Let us divide both sides of this equation what? 8 by cos theta first. What? Divide what? Divide both sides by cos square theta. Yeah, if we divide through by cos square theta, now we're going to have, we have sin square theta plus cos square what? Theta equal to 1. Divide through by what? Cos square theta. We assume no. I just said what? From this equation, I bring it back. I want to put some identity. So when I bring this one back, that from here, I bring it back again. When I'm done with equation 10. So I say, well, let me divide this equation that I bring back. Sin square theta plus cos square theta by what? By cos square theta. No, this one go to 1, Abi. I will now assume that let me divide the what? All this equation what? 10, 8 by what? By cos square theta. Let's do that now. Yeah. Sin over what? Cos square theta. Yeah. Cos square theta. 1 divided by what? Cos square what? Theta. Good. And this, we cancel this. We have what? Sin square theta over what? Cos square theta plus 1 equal to the what? 1 over what? Cos square theta. If you could still remember from the trig, reciprocal of trig that we did that time. And again, we have done this one before, maybe in equation what? 3. That sin theta over cos theta is what? Sin theta over cos theta, I've said it before, equal to the what? Tan theta. And this 1 over cos is always give us what? Sec. You now say what? Where what? Where tan theta equal to the what? Sin squared theta over what? Cos squared theta. Sin squared theta over cos squared, sin theta over what? Cos theta give us what? Tan. And sec theta equal to the what? 1 over what? Over cos theta. We have done it before. So, do you agree that what? Whenever we have sine over cos, we give what tan. And then 1 over cos, give what was sec. If you agree with these two statements, let us substitute for what? For them here. So, by substitute for them here, this place will give us what? It will give us what? So, this place will give us what? Tan. We have tan what? Tan square theta plus 1 equal to what? 1 over cos is what? Is sec. Equal to the what? Sec theta. So we can rearrange this expression to be in this form. Sec square. Sec square theta is equal to what? Tan square theta plus 1. So this is what? Another equation. Identity. Call it what? 11. So again, from this expression too, if you rearrange it, you can also have what? This. If this tan square theta come inside here, we have sec square theta minus tan square theta equal to what? 1. Which is what? 12. Then again, from this same expression, if you make tan, the formula, you can have tan square theta should be equal to what? Sec square theta minus what? 1. This is what? Equation what? 13. Please, all these trig identity, they are very, very essential. Without trig, you cannot understand calculus, both differential calculus and the integral calculus. Without trig, you can never and ever understand complex what? Complex number. Please, try to what? Master it. All these what? Identity. That's equation what? 13. Yes. So let me just hold on for now for trig what? Identity. We stop at what? At equation 13. No, this is 13. And here we divide both sides by what? By cos square theta. Abi? And again now, I will not going back to equation what? Equation 8 again. Say what? From equation what? Equation 8 again. What I did here. Yeah, I will bring back my what? Sine square theta plus what? Cos square theta equal to the 1. You know the reason why I'm doing this? I'm done with what? With all identity that if I divide this equation by cos theta, everything that it can give us is what? Is tan square theta equal to the what? Sec square theta minus 1, or sec square theta equal to the what? Tan square theta plus 1, or sec square theta minus tan square theta equal to the 1. So by dividing this equation by cos theta, cos square theta, it will give us what? This three identity. So now, let me now divide what? Both sides by what? By sine. We have used cos before, Abi. Divide both sides by what? By sine square theta. By doing that, let us look at what we have here. Now we now have sine square theta plus cos square theta equal to 1 over what? Over sine square theta over what? Cos square what? Theta. 1 over what? excuse me, sorry, over sine square theta. Then 1 over what? Sine square what? Theta. So 1 over sine. Sine over sine give us 1. Here we have cos over what? Over sine. Cos square theta over sine square theta equal to the what? 1 divided by what? Sine square what? Theta. So here again, check the identity that I wrote here that time. That where what? Cos. What is definition? Where what? Yes. Cot theta. Cot theta is equal to the what? Cos theta over what? Over sine theta. Reciprocal of tan theta. What the cot theta. So when you have sine over cos, it gives us what? Cot. We have done it all. And note that again, that cosec theta is equal to the what? 1 over what? Over sine theta. So let me what? Now substitute for these two here. By substitution now, I'm having what? 1 plus, what is cos square theta over sine square theta? Is what? Is cot. To give me what? Cot square theta. What is what? 1 over sine is what? Cosecant. Cosec theta to square here. So we can rearrange this formula to be in form of what? For what? Cosec theta equal to the what? 1 plus cot theta. So this will give us what? Equation 14. Equation what? 14. So the next thing is what? We can rearrange this expression again by taking this one here. You will have what? Cosec square theta minus cot square theta equal to what? 1. This is what? Equation what? 15. This 1 plus cot is equation 14, Abi. But and again, the cosec square theta minus cot square theta equal to 1. Likewise here, sec square theta minus tan square theta equal to what? 1. So, and we can also make this, just a formula, cot. If you have cot square theta, it will give us what? Cosec square theta minus 1. So this can lead to the what? Equation 16. Please don't forget all this identity, especially this one. Sine square theta plus cos square theta, it will give us what? 1. Abi? And here too, I also say what? Cos what? Sec square theta minus tan square theta also equal to what? 1. Yeah, I also say what? Cos sec square theta minus cot square theta also equal to what? 1. Please, all this identity, they are very essential in what? In a trigonometry. So stop at what? 16 for trig ratio idea what? Identity. Let us look at what? The application of all these what? Identity. How are we going to what? To use all these what? Identity. So let us solve question on this. Example 1. Given that sin theta is 3/5 and theta is acute angle. Theta is what? Acute what? Angle. Let me 3/5 and theta is acute angle. Then find number 1 sin theta. No, find cos theta. 2, find tan theta. 3, find sec theta. 4, find cosec theta. 5, find sin square theta plus cos square theta. 6, find 1 plus sin theta over 2 tan theta. 6, 7, need to find tan square theta. I want to find sec square theta minus tan square theta. So, yeah, let us solve this together. What? Solution. So if you want to solve this kind of question, you are given that what sin theta equals to what 3/5, and theta is what is an acute angle. The acute angle means what? Angle that less than what 90 degree. So to solve it, the first thing you do is what? You draw a triangle. A right angle triangle. So let me draw it in this form. This is angle 90. This place is what? Is what we call what? Theta. This is what? Theta for the angle. So, and then we know that what? This place is supposed to be what? Opposite. The side where your theta face, the angle face, is known as what? Opposite. This place is known as what? Adjacent. The side where what your angle rests on. And this place will be what? Hypotenuse. And then we are given here that what is our sign what? Given that what? We are given that sin theta is equal to the what? 3/5. Good. So here now, and we know that what? Sine is opposite over what? Hypotenuse. So this 3 is what? Is opposite side. The 5 is what? Is hypotenuse. We are looking for what for this side. And I said it earlier that what? You can use two things to solve triangle. You can use what? Two things to solve problem in what? In a triangle in mathematics. Either you use apply what? The trig identity called Shokatua to know the angle, but to know the side, the three side, you apply what? Pythagoras what? Theorem. We say that hypotenuse square, opposite square plus adjacent what? Square. So here now, we now have what? Apply Pythagoras what? Theorem by using what? By what? Pythagoras theorem. We say that what? Hypotenuse square equal to the opposite square plus adjacent what? Square. What is the hypotenuse square? We are having what? 5. What is opposite? We are having 3. Adjacent is what? Is unknown. So you now have 25 equal to the what? 9 plus what? Adjacent square. Cross multiply. We have adjacent what? 10 square should be 25 minus what? Minus 9. Subtract it. What do we have? It will give us what? See what? 16. So the adjacent, it will give us what? Square root of what? Of 16, which is what? 4. So good. So we, from Pythagoras theorem now, we get the what? This side. Whenever you are given this kind of question, the first thing you will do is what? Try to know the what? The third side by applying Pythagoras what? Theorem. So we have known the third side now. The first one is what? We have opposite is 3, adjacent is 4, opposite is what? Is 5. After doing that, you are good to what? To solve the question given. So what are the questions given here now? We have what? Question number 1. What is cos? Cos theta is what we call what? Adjacent over what? Hypotenuse. Please don't forget a principle that we are using, which is called what? Shokatua. Shokatua. So cos is AH. So from this side now, what is my cos? Adjacent is what? Is 4. Sorry. What is the hypotenuse? Is what? Is 5. So my cos theta now, it give me what? 4 over what? Over 5. So we are done for cos theta. What is the next question? Question number 2 is what? Tan theta. What is tan theta? From Shokatua is what? Opposite over what? Adjacent. So what is opposite here? We have 3 over what? Over 4. Yes. The next question is question number 3. We have to find the what? Sec. Sec theta. What is sec theta? The sec theta, I said it earlier, is the reciprocal of what? Of cos theta. Sec is 1 over what? Over cos theta. Check. I've said it earlier that sec theta is what? 1 over cos. So what is our, is we have 1. What is our cos here? 4 over 5. We have 4 over what? Over 5. That gives us what? 5 over what? Over 4. So out of what? Cosec theta. Come and figure 4. The cosec theta, and we all know that what? The cosec theta is the reciprocal of what? Of sine what? Sine theta. So what is sine theta? They are giving us before in the question as what? 3 over what? Over 5. Is 1 over what? 3 over what? Over 5. And it will give us what? 5 over what? Over 3. That's what? For 4. And look at what? This one. Yeah. We are asked to find, let me rub the board there. Question number 4 now. We have what? 4, which is what? Sine square theta plus what? Cos square what? Theta. So to evaluate this sine square theta plus cos square theta, from the question, we are given what? Sine is what? 3 over 4, Abi? where what? We are given that what? Sine theta is what? 3 over 5. And yeah, we solve it for cos. Our cos theta is 4 over 5, abi? Then cos theta is what? 4 over what? Over 5. Good. So what we do next now? We now substitute for what? For each here. Yeah, what is sine theta? It's 3 over 5. Everything was square. Plus cos theta is what? It's also what? 4 over what? Over 5. Everything square. So here now, by doing that, we have 3 square to give us what? 9. 5 square give us what? 25. Plus 16 square over what? 20 what? 25. So what is the LCM? LCM is what? 25. We have 9 plus what? 16 should be equal to what? 25 over what? 25, which is what? 1. So we can see that this statement is correct, that the sine squared theta plus cos squared theta is give us what? 1. If you don't get 1 here as your final answer, something is what? Is wrong. So let us solve what? Question what? 6. The 6 here is what? 1 plus sine theta over what? 2 cos what? Theta. So 1. What is our sine theta? Sine theta from the given question is what? 3 over 5. 2. What is cos theta? Cos theta from here is what? 4 over what? 4 over 5 for cos theta. So here now, we find the LCM there. 5 plus 3 over 5 over 2 times 4. 8 over what? Over 5. So this is give us what? 8 over 5 over 8 what? Over what? Over 5. That's what? 8 over 5 multiplied by 5 over what? Over 8. Divide seriously. This one also gives us what? 1. So please help me to solve for this number 7. We say that what? Sec squared theta minus tan squared theta. Please help me to solve it and then put your what? Final answer on the comment what? Section. So this is example 1. Let me bring another what? Example 2 under what? District and identity 2. Example 2. So let us solve this example 2. We are given, suppose an alpha angle of 5 over 13 and sine alpha angle of 5 over 13 and cos beta angle of root 2 over 2 with alpha is less than 90 degree, which is accurate, and beta less than 90 degree, which is accurate. Without using table, calculate the value of what? Tan alpha and tan beta. Then find the value of what? Tan alpha plus 1 over 1 plus sine alpha over 1 minus cos alpha, the same, these two. So let us solve it. Solution. For this kind of question, we are given two what? Angle. The first one is what? Sine. Second one is what? Cos. So for this kind of question, you first of all draw what? You draw two angles. Two right angle what? What? Triangle are required there. So this is angle 90. Here is what? It's alpha. But we are given that what? Sine of alpha is equal to the what? 5 over what? Over 13. And then we know that what? This is opposite. This is adjacent. So this is, here we have 5 Here we have what? Adjacent, which is what? 13. In hypotenuse, which is 13, we are looking for this side. The second one is what? You draw the second triangle, which is what? Is this? This is angle what? Angle beta. And we are given that what? Cos of beta is equal to the what? Root of 3 over what? Over 2. So cos is car. Here we have what? The 3. Hypotenuse is what? Is 2. Don't forget the code we are using before, that we have show what? Car what? 12. So cos is car. So for this side, we have this. For this cos, we have this. This is the right what? At angle triangle. So let us find the what? The third side here by using what? Pythagoras what? By using Pythagoras theorem. So you have what? Yeah. By using Pythagoras theorem, we have hypo what? Hypotenuse square equal to the what? Opposite square plus adjacent what? Square. What is hypotenuse square here? 13. We have what? 13 square is what is opposite? Opposite is what? Is 5 plus adjacent square. 13 times 13 to give us what? 169. Here we have 25 plus adjacent what? Square. You will now have what? Adjacent square should be 169 minus 20 what? Adjacent what? Square is what? 144. You have adjacent square should be square root of what? 144, which is what? 12. So here, this side we have what? 12. Now for the second one, triangle. For the second triangle, let me use blue marker for it. We have second triangle by hypotenuse what? Square equal to the what? Opposite square plus adjacent square. What is hypotenuse square? We have 2. What is opposite? Unknown. Opposite is what? Unknown. What is adjacent? Adjacent is what? Is root 3 over what? Over 2. Here we have 4. Opposite square plus this, we cancel this 2. We have 3. We have what? 3. So opposite square will be what? 4 minus 3. Therefore, we have what? 1. So the opposite will be square root of what? Of 1, which is what? 1. So this side we have what? We have 1. So we are done with what? This. I said, whenever you are given kind of question like this, you are given sine and cos. You will find the third side. By finding the third side, by finding the third side here, let me use blue marker here too. I got 12 here. So the third side for this one is what? Is 12. How we get it? For this one, I got what? 1. So we are now asked to find the what? Calculate the tan alpha and what? Tan beta. So for the first question, A, tan what? Tan alpha is equal to the what? Tan is opposite over adjacent. Please, the show control is very essential. Tan, this is tan. T for tan, O for opposite, A for adjacent. That's what I applied there. We will now have what? What is our what? The tan will be what? What is opposite for this one? This is angle. The angle face this side, this place is opposite, this place is what? Adjacent, this place is what? Is hypotenuse. For this one, the angle face this side, this is opposite, this place is adjacent, this one is what? Hypotenuse, longest side. So yeah, what is term for how far? 12. We are having 5 over what? Over 12. Now what to be the term for the second one? Term beta is what to the what? 1 over what? With 3. So if you rationalize, you can have term what? Term beta from sod. Rationalization, this thing will come up. You can leave it like this if you like. Oh. But if you don't, but like you can leave it like this, or you can solve further. But don't let me cause trouble. Let me just leave it like what? Like this. But if you rationalize, you have with 3 over 3. That be the final answer for what? For this term. So the next one is what? Well, let's solve for the what? Second question, B. We are asked what? The first one, to evaluate tan alpha plus 1 plus what? Sin what? Alpha over what? 1 minus cos what? Alpha. Good. So in that level, now we have solved for our alpha. So tan alpha here is what? 5 over what? Over 12. Good. Plus 1 plus what? What is sin alpha? Sin alpha. Sin is opposite. Sin is what? Is opposite. Sin alpha line is opposite from here. Opposite over hypotenuse. What is opposite? 5. Hypotenuse is what? Is 13. That will be what? Sin alpha here will be 5 over what? 13. Cos alpha minus cos alpha will be what? 12 over what? Over 13. We have 12 over what? Over 13. By applying Shokatua, sin here is 5 over 13. Cos alpha should be what? 12 over 13. That's how we get this here. Now solve this further. Should be 5, 12 plus 13 plus 5 over what? 13. Here we have what? 13 minus 12 over what? 13. So we now have what? 5 over what? 12 plus we have 18 over what? 13. Subtract this from this. Yes, we have 1 over what? Over 13. So you now have what? 5 over what? 12 plus 18 over 13. 13 will go up here to come 13 over what? 1 to cancel each other. You now have what? 5 over 12 plus 18 over what? 1. So if you solve for 18 over 1, here we have what? LCM 12. So we have 5 here. Then we have what? 12 times what? 18 is what? 216. So if we now add it together, it will give us what? 16, 21, 221 over what? Over 12. This will be the what? The final answer for what? for this one. So for the second one, which is what? B, you have to find what? To evaluate what? Sine beta plus cos beta over what? Cos beta into 1 minus what? Sine what? Beta. So this is very simple too. So what is sine beta? Sine here is what? Opposite over hypotenuse. So we can have what? 1 here. Our sine is 1 over 2. I'll not solve it though. I'll just give it to you. So you solve the remaining. What is cos? Cos is what? Car. Cos plus car root 3 over 2. So cos here is also what? Root 3 over what? Over 2 minus 1. Sine is what? 1 over what? Minus 1 over 2. So solve this in fraction, you get your final answer. So, and the last aspect, we are still under what? How to apply trig what? Identity. So let me put 2 more questions, solve 2 more questions on this trigonometry identity before we move to the what? The next aspect of the trig identity. So let us solve this second application of trig ratio identity. Look at the third question. We have to show that what? Sine squared theta plus 1 plus what? Cos squared theta equal to the what? 2 into 1 plus what? Cos theta. So we have to show that this side equal to the what? This side. The left hand side equal to the what? To the right hand side. So let us continue now. We must solve this, everything we have here, to give us this one. That's our aim. You have to what? Show that everything you have here equal to this. So if that be the case, we have what? Sine theta. This plus this expression is empty like as we have what? X plus y, everything square. So by apply binomial expansion, binomial theorem, or elementarily, you will write this thing twice. You will now expand. But by using what? Binomial expansion, we have x squared plus 2xy plus y what? Square. So if we expand x plus y squared, it will give us this. Either you apply expansion, binomial expansion, or normal expansion. The same thing with this now. This. So we have 1 plus cos theta, everything square. So assume that what? Assume that what? This one we have here. This one we have here represent what? X. This cos represent what? Y. So you now, by expanding, what do we have now? We have 1, let me put the bracket, 1 square plus 1 cos theta plus my y is cos square theta. We are going to solve this to give us everything we have here. So if that be the case now, we now have what? Sine theta plus what? 1 plus, we have 2 cos theta plus what? Cos square theta. So if you open this bracket now, you have sine here is square, sorry, square, sine square theta plus, open this bracket, we have 1 plus 2 cos theta plus what? Cos square theta. By rearranging it, we have sine square theta plus cos squared theta, comma, you have 1 plus what? 2 cos what? Theta. And recall that sine squared theta plus cos squared theta equal to what? 1. And you put it here. Everything you have sine squared theta plus cos squared theta equal to 1. You substitute for it. You have 1 here plus this one plus 2 cos what? Theta. If you add this 1 plus 1 together, it's equal to 2 plus 2 cos what? Cos theta. Common factor here is 2. Is the same thing as what? 2 into bracket what? 1 plus what? Cos theta. You can see that what? It's the same thing with this. It's quite easy done. QED. That be what? The final answer. So the second question, we are given that what? Show that everything you have here, show what? Show that this will give us what? Tan theta. Can you imagine? For that one, we are given that what? We are given that what? 1 plus sine x over what? 1 plus what? Cos x into bracket what? 1 plus what? Sec x over 1 plus what? Cosec what? X. They said everything is equal to what? Tan x. So for us to solve this is an interesting. You know that what? This is 1 plus sine. Abi? Rewrite it again. 1 plus what? Sine x plus 1 plus what? Cos x. And this one too. This area, this one, we write it again. 1 plus. But do you remember that sec is the reciprocal of what? Of cos, which is what? 1 over what? Over cos x. 1. This cosec is what? Reciprocal of what? 1 over what? Over sine x. Good. And the next thing is what? Let us solve this. Everything you have here. You have rewrite this one to be 1 plus what? Sine x over 1 plus what? Cos x. This will now be what? Cos x plus 1 over what? Cos x. Multiply 1 times cos x. This one, LCM, is normal algebra. So here we have what? Sine x plus 1 over what? Sine x. So by solving it further, you will write this again. Sine x over what? 1 plus what? Cos x. Let's solve it further again. We have what? Cos x plus 1 over what? Cos x. And this will go up, multiply by what? Sin x over what? Sin x plus what? Plus 1. Good. So we can, if we multiply this now, this is going to give us what? 1 plus sin x over 1 plus what? Cos x. If we multiply this one, we are going to have what? Cos x plus 1 into bracket what? Sin what? Sin x over what? We can rearrange this to be in what? 1 plus sin x. Let me rearrange this one too to be in what? 1 plus what? Cos x. I rearrange this. I put 1 in front. Likewise this one too. That over what? Over cos x. I want this expression to tally with this. That's why I rearrange it. Tally with this one. So they are tally now. Everything here will cancel this. Everything here will cancel this one. So we are now left with what? Sin x over what? Over cos x. Where sin x over cos x is equal to tan what? Tan x. So that's what they are asked for to what? To prove. Prove that everything you have there is equal to what? Tan x. This is what? The answer. So it's like I will solve this next 5 and 6. So the 7 and 8, you will help me to solve it and put the answer on the comment what? Section. So let me solve the question number 5. So question number 5, we are asked to what? To simplify. 5. Simplify sin x over what? 1 plus what? Cos x plus sin x over 1 minus cos x. If you have to simplify, you can see that what this question, the question is complex. You are expected to what? To bring it to the what? To the smallest one. So what is the LCM? It will be 1 plus cos x over 1 minus cos what? Cos x. So you now have what? Sin x into 1 minus cos x plus sin x into what? 1 plus cos x. To give us what? Sin x minus sin x cos what? Cos x. Let's find these two. We have what? Plus sin what? Sin x. Here we have what? Plus sin x cos x. Everything over everything over. Let me expand this. I know to give us what? 1 plus square x. Expand this. We have 1 into what? 1 minus what? Cos x plus cos what? X into 1 minus cos x. So if that be the case, this cancel this. We now have what? 1 plus 1, 2. We have 2 sin x over what? We have 1 minus cos what? Cos x plus cos x minus cos square x. So this cancel these two. You now later have what? 2 sine x over what? We have 1 minus cos square x. And recall that sine square x is equal to the what? 1 minus what? Cos square what? X. From the trig identity. You will now put it here. You have 2 sine x over what? Sine square what? X. And the sine square x can also have what? 2 sine x over sine x dot sine what? You can write it twice. 1 keep this. So at the end of the day, we are left with what? 2 over what? Sine what? Sine x. That's with the what? The final answer for simplify of what? Of this what? Question. So should I solve the number 6? Let me solve the 6. So 7 and 8, you what? You now help me to solve it. Or I should leave this. You can solve the rest. 6, 7, 8. Let me give you the clue, the code to solve this. Show that 1 minus cos x, 1 minus cos, square root of 1 minus cos x over 1 plus cos x. This question, kind of question like this, you will what? Personalize. By finding the conjugate of this, you will multiply everything by 1. You find the conjugate of this one, which is what? 1 minus what? Cos x with this. You will now use this to multiply everything up here and everything what down. So if you do that, you get this answer. So it's very easy. Multiply the denominator and denominator by what? Square root of 1 minus cos what? Cos x. You find the conjugate of what? Of this. That's all about what? The trig ratio identity. So my next video now, we are going to treat what? The complementary what? Complementary angle.